That's $4,000. And you spawn me in front of an alpha motham trying to murder me. Now, I already have Skyrim wanting me dead. I don't want another game wanting me dead. Play the forest. What? Oh. Never mind, I gotcha. Alright. Need one more piece of wood. I seem to be having problems finding it. To be fair, though, logs of wood are actually rarer spawns because they're $3,000 if you can get 3 of them. Oh yes, the lovely Wormpole line. I wish that line was at least a little better, but not that good. I mean, it's so obvious, right? Go to the forest to find logs of wood. Nah. Oh yeah, I remember this plate. This one's funny. Oh, yes, this certainly ought to do. Now the moment comes at last, the big reveal. What, pray tell, is the secret behind this wood? Secret? Your expectations need tempering, I fear. This wood is merely for fashioning myself a new cutting boards. Cutting boards? You mean for cooking? The plates we're after aren't dinner plates, so this is hardly the time for cooking. How you complain for one shirking his own work this very moment. Poor Ginter of the Ginkgo Guild must have his hands full with you. But honest work earns honest pay. Here you are, Shunai, a reward for the wood you've brought me. The pixie plate. That's one of the plates we're looking for. Apologies, that's indeed one of the plates that we've been searching for. What do you mean, a plate? Let me see that again. This does look rather like one of the plates you've been tracking down. Well, the engravings upon it made it less than accommodating as a cutting board. Whatever ingredients cost it certainly gained a more pleasant flavor. Perhaps that was the board's power, the plate's power, rather. So she was using it as a cutting board this entire time. Well, no more needs saying. What do you two intend to do now? Well, we've managed to collect quite a lot of few plates by now, but I still don't know what we're to do with them exactly. It's just a hunch, but perhaps we should have a look around the Celestica ruins. Those ruins contain statues of Dialga and Palkia. They might hold more secrets. I see. A fine pretext to continue shirking your mercantile duties to crawl about in old ruins as you so enjoy. On with you, then. I don't need you to tell me I'm going. Celestica ruins, Shunai. I'll see you there. Go on now, to the Celestica Ruins. I'm curious myself what you'll find there. What can we, who live now, learn from the remains of our ancient myths and legends? She was using that as a cooking utensil. I'm sorry, I just find that so hysterical. The one thing that was always nasty against her ace, the fairy type. Oh yeah, that's true. But also one of the most overpowered types in the series now. Have a look at this. Oh, pardon me. Oh. The statue has been kept here, far from the statues of Dialga and Palkia. Broken and shattered, yet it remains. Do you know what it is? I mean, I know what it is, but... Of course you would. You're the greatest wielder of Pokemon this land knows. The one who could bring low even Dialga and Palkia. This crumbling statue once was the figure of a Pokemon, one that was equal to both Dialga and Palkia, yet banished from our world. The great Pokemon, Giratina. It was banished for its violence, left to dwell in a world on the reverse side of our own. It is a being that has lain in wait for the chance to bare its fangs in defiance and tear down Arceus itself. Now tell me, if this Giratina desires more than anything else to challenge the almighty Arceus, where do you think it might appear? The Temple of Sinnoh. Exactly, where one is closer to the heavens than any other place in Hisui. I almost said Paldea. I think it's time I need to go to bed. And where the space-time rift first opened. I can feel it. We are getting closer to uncovering the secrets of this world. I dare say the excitement is loosing my lips more than it should, but... You see, ever since I was young, whenever I met with something painful or heartbreaking, I couldn't help but wonder why life was so unfair, why I was cursed to live through such things. Of course, I imagine we all grew through something like that. Eventually, I chose to direct all my energy into my own natural curiosity and ambition. And what tickled my curiosity more strongly than anything were the mysteries to be found in the legends, in history, in ruins. You see, I fancied that by unraveling these mysteries, I could find out how the world itself came to be, and with that knowledge, maybe even forge a new, better world. Now, if we can find the realm that exists on the reverse side of our world and meet the creator's unwanted child banished therein, perhaps then we'll be able to understand the nature of Almighty Sinnoh itself. Don't you want to see it with your own eyes? We must make for the Temple of Sinnoh at Mount Coronet's peak. Dialga and Palkia both appeared from within the rift that once gaped open there, didn't they? If these plates can call anything at all, it seems likely that is where it would appear. So what was that about, rant about wanting to create a newer, better world? That seems kind of sus. Boom, 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 boom. And then, Spear Pillar, as it would become known as. The temple lies in ruins now, columns cracked and broken, like pillars now turned into spears, stabbing into the heavens. Well, I detect a distinct lack of Giratina. Is something bothering you? I do beg your pardon. I suppose I must seem to be behaving strangely. I dare say you deserve to know what I'm really after by now. Ever since I became convinced that Arceus really does exist, there has been one question that consumed my thoughts. How can I meet such a being myself? It was in an attempt to answer this question that I originally sought out Giratina and had to tear open that rift in space and time. After all, Giratina wished to stand against Arceus, but that didn't do the trick. So then I had you gather the fragments of the all-encompassing deity, just as the murals of the ruins directed. 18 plates, said to be the fragments of the all-encompassing deity. Encompassing, my bad. You hold in your hand 17 of them, so you must be wondering, where is the last one? Why, it's right here. Now hand over the plates you gathered. I will be the one to bring them all together. My desire to meet Arceus cannot be contained any longer. I need to know what it is. I must know what it is. If I can meet Arceus myself, then I may also be able to subjugate its power, and using that, I will attempt to create a new, better world. So he was behind everything this entire time. Of course, if I create a brand new world, then this Hisui region that we currently exist in will be undone and returned to nothing. You, everyone you know, and all the Pokemon living here will vanish in an instant. As if you'd never been. If you want to keep this world from disappearing, then face me in battle. Not that you have a choice. Even if you don't wish to battle me, I'm not above using force to take those plates from you. So, I'm going to clam up for a second. Turn up the music. You're going to know exactly who this guy is. Yes. This guy is one of the ancestors of the one and only Cynthia. Not only that, he has her team. So that means that Cynthia is the villain of this game. When I first witnessed this, my jaw was on the floor. It was a sight to behold. Also, this man is insane. Might prove difficult. Air slash, yep. Knew it. However, unfortunately, he had to use this Pokemon because Milotic is not in the game. You know, you could have just used Gyarados. Effectively does the same thing. Or, you know, take a page out of her Diamond and Pearl Platinum, well, Diamond and Pearl team, and then replace it with Gastrodon. There are ways you could have done that. I don't... Let me tell you something. You haven't seen anything until you play BDSP. That is pain. Well, half of my team's down and out, and that's what I've been saving all these max revives for. Why? Why you? Why do you have the blessing of Arceus? Why? How? I've devoted myself to Arceus beyond any order. I worshipped it as the creator of our entire world. I bent all of my passion and interest to its study. All the time I've spent poring over the legends, everything that I've done. You outsider! It's almost as if you were spat out of the space-time rift just to get in my way. No. No. This isn't finished yet. Can you feel it? The chill creeping through your veins. The eldritch presence icing your heart. Giratina, strike her down! Yeah. And guess what? You don't heal. Ain't that great? I'm going to take this opportunity to heal. I would recommend, if you're playing along, to do this at this point. Because while Giratina is fierce, while it's in its altered form, it's not as powerful as it normally is. It can still do a number on you, but it's not as horrifying, let's put it that way. I need you up. I love how it moves forward menacingly. Okay, that's good. I cripple it a bit. That looks so sick in this game. I know that's not really going to do much, but I'm raising my defenses against it because Aura Sphere doesn't miss. And that's it. Or is it? Yep. Time for round 2. And that looks even sicker in this once it gets to its origin form. However, Giratina trades defenses for offenses. Yep. Also, yeah, that's just sick. I love how it just rips open the void it creates. And that's it. Turning tail and running from this puny human? Pathetic. I was the one who to feed you the power you needed so that you could take on Arceus. I was the one who gave you the chance to claw open that space-time rift, driving the deity of space and the deity of time mad so that you could drag the creator out from hiding. How? How could this happen? Almighty Arceus, if you have any heart within you, then tell me. The blood of the ancient Sinnoh people flows in my veins, does it not? What is it, then, that you find so lacking in me? Do you mean to tell me that this world doesn't need to be remade? I can't live with such questions. I can't bear not satisfying this ache to know. Answer me this, then. Do you have some dream that propels you as I've had? So you do. Doubtless that dream of yours would never leave room for the dreams of one like me. I am the great wielder of Pokemon, and you battle alongside your Pokemon. In the end, I was alone, but not you. You will fight together with your Pokemon to seize whatever dreams you have. Here, take it. Take the plate that started me on this path. The plate I once received from Giratina. My journey is over. My story ended when I lost to you. I suppose you've gathered all of the plates said to exist in this land of Hisui. There is the Azure Flute. So that's it, the Azure Flute. It comes to you. So Arceus wishes to meet you. Of all people, you had to be the one. Is that why you were brought to this world? Yeah, I have no desire to watch from the sidelines as Arceus comes to you. And I absolutely cannot accept a world in which you would ever manage to defeat Arceus. Someday I'll solve every riddle in the legends of Hisui's Pokemon. And on that day, I'll stand before Arceus at last. No! I will conquer it! No matter how many years, how many decades, how many centuries it takes me. And we're just going to let him go, right? Nope. Not even going to think about that for a second. Alrighty. So we can't really proceed with meeting Arceus ourselves just yet. There are some Pokemon that we do not have. I had mentioned the Cleffa earlier. And there's also Cherubi I've never found. And there are some other legendary Pokemon that we haven't gone after. But yes, you witnessed the birth of the Azure Flute. You are the one who creates it. And as for Volo, it's stated that he mentioned decades and centuries. He's a time traveler. He's of Cynthia's bloodline. But he mentions that he's a member of the ancient Sinnoh people, which said to have disappeared long ago. There are descendants, but there's no true members anymore. So what I'm saying is, because you let him go, that's probably not the last we'll see of him. No Cleffa, all Clefairy. And an Alpha Clefable. Nope. Nothing. Well, like I said, I have a feeling we haven't seen the last of Volo. Maybe we'll see more of him in, like, Z to A. Who knows? That would be interesting. Oh yeah, since we're here... let's go after one of my favorite legendary Pokemon. Well, technically it's a mythical Pokemon, but you get what I mean. This Pokemon's easily one of my all-time favorites. Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite Pokemon, Darkrai. And easily one of the coolest looking Pokemon ever as well. Need to quit wasting this. I think you're supposed to engage it, aren't you? Gotcha. Nice. Astounding. Now everyone will be able to rest easy. Yes. Now no one else will fall victim to such dark nightmares. I suppose I better be heading back home myself now. I won't forget what you did. Farewell, young one. Jamaican Batman? What? Oh no, now I can't get that image out of my head. Who would be Jamaican Batman? Ziggy Marley? I see you have some interesting thoughts in your head too at times, huh? It's part of the reason why I do RP, so I can get those weird thoughts out of my head. So it's playing the music. What is the alpha? Alright, well, I think that is where we're going to end things off for this episode. For this stream, anyway. Because I'd also like to get to bed somewhat early because I think I'm getting like a cold or something, I don't know. So it might be best to do that. And that's going to be all the time that we have. So until next time, Ryo Nakage 33 signing off.